Thank you for dropping in. This is Michael. Wanted to say hello and give you some opinions that I have today. So, this is what we got going on today. I'm feeling good. Um, got some rest last night and haven't done much of anything today again. And except for trying to learn a little bit more on YouTube and also posting other places, but not anything like YouTube or videos. So I wanted to make time to get this in today. And I listened to some of my current people that I watch. And one of the guys was frustrated because his views are not the way it was before when he got paid, big money. And it's dropped down and off. And I think that comes with the territory a lot of times. And so he was really upset about that and he was frustrated, but he was one of those people that's always saying, don't be frustrated. And he did come back around to positiveness after he stated some of the things he was upset about. He's saying he's not going to give up. He's going to keep going. But he says he feels like the YouTube algorithm is broken. And, and that's a possibility of sometimes. I think because the algorithm is so mysterious, we don't know when it's broken and when it's not. And we can't really tell in any kind of way. Like he said, they were promoting small YouTubers like myself. And he says he thinks they have stopped or the algorithm has malfunctioned some kind of way. And, it's a possibility. I think you just have to keep going because if they, and another thing too, I thought about this. There's so many people that may be out of work that are doing YouTube. It just may be that much more traffic out there, so I just think that I'm gonna continue to do what I want to do. He says that he has a niche, but he's upset with people that have a niche that he says they do, the ones that do a lot of cussing, and it says some of the people do some showing booty stuff, whatever, and they get away with this, and they haven't gotten demonetized yet. But he says, he's trying to stay the course on this, and it's worked for him before, but I think he's just having problems with those algorithms not picking up on him. And I feel for him on that because it's one thing to be monetized, and then once you get monetized, it doesn't want to cooperate with you anymore. And there's a couple of YouTubers I've watched have said stuff like that. So this algorithm is not to be dependent on every single time. I think you have to reach a certain level for it to actually be on a consistent basis. And one of them is to post consistently because you never know when something may just blow up. So since the algorithm is somewhat kind of wonky, I would say for him to keep doing what he's doing because he's really a good poster, laid back. I like that kind of laid back type thing. He's just talking. And I mean, most people I do like are like that. So I have a niche that I like. And it doesn't matter about the age or the color or whatever. I just like people that have a good conversation and give you some advice as they go along. So some of the things that he was frustrated with, he said he doesn't cuss, and he really doesn't cuss, so that's good. I mean, for him. But some people say a lot of stuff. I've wondered, how does that fit on YouTube? See, I don't know all the little things about it yet. This is my first year going on, since January. So I just don't know all the rules and regulations of YouTube with those kind of things. So, but I hope he gets over that, and I'm sure he will, because he's really good. I love the way he has perfect lighting for his place. I think I said this. Well, I said it before, but nobody's watching my videos, so except for just one or two maybe. But he really he gives a very good laid back type of presentation, and that's what I'm looking for, and just basically talking into the camera and being there consistently. Since I've been back in my house after the habitat, I've been being consistent, but it's not really showing up. I admit that. And of course, it's probably something I'm doing wrong. I admit that. But this is one of those things you have to keep doing to actually learn it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'll just keep learning it, because I got plenty of time. I'm retired. And I'm not one of those people that feel like they got to go out in the street and work just to kind of say they have something to do. I got a house full of stuff I can do, but I don't do it. But, I'm lucky in that for this time period. So I don't know how long it's going to last with the current things that are happening in the world. And that's another thing. He says he doesn't want to talk about current events. He said, but he sees other people do, and they get plenty of views. We may just be in that point where people want to hear current events and stuff. Because I admit, I watch them. And I try to delete it out of my history, because sometimes I'll get into the YouTube rabbit hole and start watching so many of them, and then it starts feeding it to you on the algorithm. I try to control the algorithm and not let it get too far gone. Like, I don't know if you notice, like when you watch a certain type of video, other videos will actually start popping up soon after, and it especially does it in the afternoon and evening. So you have to kind of control how you want to do that. Like, it knows that I will watch a 5-minute Bewitched clip and at night, and they used to show Dark Shadows all the time, but they don't show it anymore. I hope it's still out there, but I was watching those. I go for the short clips. I don't go for the 30-minute look at them, so, but that algorithm picks up on a lot of things. So yeah, it's a possibility it could just get confused just for anything you say in your video. So, but the good thing is he's already monetized, and he keeps posting, so he's going to do all right. It's just not as much or more like he wanted it to be, like it previously was. And I think that's another thing about YouTube. It can get you used to a certain amount of money if you're, and I kind of seen that with some people. But like, some people just constantly stay on and keep posting, and apparently making some money, but you don't know how much anybody's really making. And so some people are making good money and post it and tell you, but then, if you're not doing as good as you'd like to, you're not going to too much say that you're not making any money, except for moi, me. And so, but anyway, I just wanted to get on and let you know I'm still checking out things, and I'm slowing down. Like I said, I wasn't going to be doing too many more shorts at the moment, because the new guy follows, he made that so clear that I shouldn't be doing too many of those, because it messes with the algorithm. YouTube is all about the algorithm. It's not a matter of whether it likes you or not. It's just, can it comprehend you? Can it understand what you're trying to do? Does it know what audience you're going after? And if you don't know, then maybe it doesn't know. I, being a senior citizen, don't know I don't think it can pick up on what I'm actually aiming for, because I'm not aiming for senior citizens, but I I wouldn't mind having senior citizens watch, even if just to listen to see what I've been through. Um, but it's just one of those things that you um, you'll have to battle with on YouTube. And the best thing you can do at this time, I'm in the golden spot now where, I got a whole year to debate about what I would like to do. And I got a second channel that I can bring up that I haven't even thought about bringing up. And I thought it would just be a lot for me to try to bring that channel up and try to do just shorts on it, but it may not be that difficult because I really haven't tried. So right now, I'd rather just stay here on YouTube, make these long form videos for this year, and then while I'm going along the way, I'll work on these side hustles that are out here. I think that's what the company WAP is about. So I've got to really go ahead and take those lessons. Um, I have short attention span theater, so I'm surrounded by tablets and phones and TVs because I just like to have those things going when I'm awakened up. So you can imagine when the power goes off by accident or something, I'm just like a deer in headlights. I mean, I just like, oh my goodness, what do I do? But I've got some bad habits that I need to control. And that's one thing I'm learning about myself. These bad habits are lazy habits. So I'm trying to get through it bit by bit. But it's tough. And it's frustrating, like my friend said. And I get so much advice from so many people on YouTube that it's somewhat confusing. But the one guy I listened to, LeBron, whatever his name was, he made it clear about the stats on the shorts. He said just give that up and put it on another channel and just concentrate just on these long forms. And you don't have to make a conversation long form. You can make a different type of long form with Canva and videos and make those long form too. So I've got some options. We all have some options. And there's no, even if you're been a success and you're trying to keep going with it, stay in the game. Because if you did it once, more than likely you can do it twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6 times. And like I said, people are consistent in posting, but I don't know, maybe the things that are happening in the world at this point in time have got people being a little bit more, not as much consistent as they used to. Plus, you have to take in your own life cycle. And that means that you may have to not post on YouTube for a little while till you get some things settled in your private life, whether you're working or retired. So I know that's what I had to stop for a good solid 3 weeks to a month because of my house being renovated for habitat. So you have to factor in those things. So every day is a new day, and I look forward to it, to speaking on YouTube, and maybe one day people will pick up on it and want to watch. I have to say it's a little small thing. I think I got a viewer that came from the shorts, and it's a young guy, but he's in another country, and we have absolutely nothing in common. It just kind of threw me off, and I think it was the short that did it. And he left a message saying thank you, Uncle, and everything. I said, I don't mind being called Uncle or Poppy or whatever, because uh, brother or anything, because I'm not, I don't have a brother, uncle, Poppy, or whatever. I just don't have it. I'm very single and living by myself, so I just, but I thought it was kind of fun. This young fella uh, subscribed, and I looked at his videos, and it was something totally different that I had never seen before. It was a lot of hopping and jumping and skipping, and and apparently he makes videos. I tried to watch some of them, but it was so wild. And I don't know how he managed to get over here. I guess he just saw my face or something and clicked on it and saw an old guy call me, "Hello, Uncle, I'm following you now," and everything. And I thought, that was nice, but we really don't have anything in common. So I guess that's what it is with YouTube. You'll have a lot of people that come in, especially if you get monetized and get your subscribers. You're not going to have everything in common with some people. Some people may like you and just subscribe for the fun of it, to help you out. So, um, but I see that's why I could mess up on the shorts, messing with the algorithm. So you want to get the people that are actually want to watch your videos, because I noticed that he didn't hit on any of the long videos. It was more or less just like a hit and run on one of the short videos. So that awakened me to realize that you got to give up those shorts on the long form channel. And that's what I'm gonna do. I may have to just start fresh with just making some long videos about different things. Even if I'm doing faceless videos, you can do those for long form. So there are options on the long form, and according to one of the guys that I was listening to, YouTube understands that those shorts can mess up your long form videos. So, but he said they had a meeting, and YouTube basically shrugged that it was not anything at this moment that they could really do. They know about the situation. You think it would be adjusted some kind of way, but it's not. And they want you to put the shorts out because they want to compete with TikTok, but it's hurting the long form people that try it. That's the messages I've been getting on it. And it's not the first person that I've heard that from. But this other young man that told me, he made it so clear with statistics and examinations of different channels and his channel, that it was like a bell that went off. Okay, yes, I do like that bump in having 100 to 200 people looking at a short, but it really doesn't help you. I mean, it didn't bring any of them over to the long form that I got out there. So, it's just one of those things that goes with YouTube. So you got to learn that. And I think doing the shorts helped me learn. Of course, I signed up for Nexus Clips, but it doesn't mean that Nexus Clips can't be used as shorts on another backup channel. And so I think I'll be sticking with you, as I said yesterday. Right now, I'm not getting a lot of hits on anything. Like I said, I did get that one young man who saw me, and I don't have to worry about him looking at this video because he didn't look at any of the videos that I know of that I had. And that's got to be frustrating to us and other people who are monetized, Because, you know, a lot of the monetized people are doing the shorts. And I think it just depends on the number of people you already have. And, you know, I don't know, you know, there's more to the algorithm that we may not really be able to understand it, because it may not be an understandable type of thing. So, just like my friend that was frustrated about it, he's going to keep going, and so am I. And I hope you still keep going. And you have a good day today. And I got my video in for today. And I'll see you on the next day. Take care now.